Good afternoon, everybody. I said I would log in at 1 o'clock and go live. So here I am. It's not exactly 1 o'clock. It's a couple minutes after, but eventually I tried logging in on my computer, but that wasn't, I couldn't find the live button on my Eastman TV Facebook page. So I have to use my phone. So, hey everybody. I'm just going to jump right in because I don't want this to be a super long video. For those who do not know me, my name is Marianne Curtis. Most people around southern Manitoba know me as the head writer for a monthly newspaper. I was there since '97. So my credentials include an honest, bona fide, trackable journalistic background. I believe, modestly, I would say over 7,000 articles published over the years. Some of the highlights of my career included breaking a couple stories where two municipalities ended up resigning when the hog moratoriums came up. Nobody knew about livestock industry until I started covering stories, and slowly, I've seen an impact to my work over the 2+ decade career. And now, so here we are, fast forward, thanks to COVID, that career is pretty much meaningless other than paper. I got a filing cabinet of newspapers my name is byline on, but I don't have a job right now because it's been my personal choice that, thanks to our new laws or mandates of needing to be vaxxed everywhere we go, I unfortunately will not, I guess, depends on how you look at it. I'm not anti-vax, I am pro-choice. It's your body, you do with it as you will, and respect my decision for my choices. When it got to the point where I became very aware I could no longer cover stories for the newspaper because of the vaccine mandates, I knew I would be faced with having to make a very real decision on what I wanted to do. And that pretty much was jumping off a cliff without a safety net at the bottom, because I don't have, that's been my identity for 25 years. So I have been sitting here since September sorting that through. I have the means to start a broadcasting thing. I bought a domain last year. As a matter of fact, the renewal came up on Friday and I was contemplating canceling it. And then this all happened and I'm literally going, well, no, I guess I'm not canceling it. I'm actually, here's Marianne jumping off that cliff and learning to grow wings and start her own thing. And actually put this press tag that I made about 8 months ago to good use, and actually do what I love to do, which is tell real stories and talk to real people. And, part of this last year, I've been in COVID lockdown, building a business, since September, not having a job at the paper, shedding that identity, seeing how the real, the paper was one side, it's gotten smaller, and it's been kind of a real eye-opener of how much of a real following I have as a journalist. And when I look back, I have two pictures in my office where I was named favorite journalist in southern Manitoba for 2 years in a row, and the poll was held by a competitor newspaper and their own journalist came second. And that stuff matters in journalistic integrity. I've always considered myself to be a very honest. I told the truth. Unfortunately, I did make mistakes because people are deceptive. And as I've grown over the years as a journalist, I've also become very aware of how sources, not all sources are good. So fast forward. So now we've got this convoy happening, and I didn't even know about it. until a friend of mine sent me a link and saying, Marianne, this has you all over it. And I didn't understand what she meant initially, but then I looked back at, I put together a convoy around the city of Winnipeg on Father's Day. That was a Christian-based event, and it was phenomenal. And a lot of people laughed at me. They said it wasn't going to do anything, and it was actually pretty cool. Then I predicted that I was going to be going on a road trip, and I ended up going out to Calgary and Edmonton and seeing family and seeing how different, that was my real eye-opening experience, and seeing how different the provinces were handling this, the whole COVID pandemic. Right down from in Edmonton, nobody was masking and anybody could go into the restaurant, to coming to the Manitoba border and seeing a big sign saying you got to now self-isolate for 10 days because you've left the province, or 2 weeks because you've left the province. So it's been really hard to sit here and go, okay, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to do my own? Am I supposed to go work for somebody else? I remember driving on the way back from Saskatchewan, seeing an InfoWars vehicle in Saskatchewan and thinking that's what I want to do. But I don't want to work for InfoWars. And so this kind of evolved where a month ago had a journalist in Moose Jaw contact me and say, hey, Marianne, I was referred to that you're trying to start something. How can I help? I want to work for you. And at the time I was like, well, I have nothing for you, girl. And I messaged her this morning and say, hey, will you be my boots on the ground for this convoy in Saskatchewan? And she's all over it. So I'm looking at this. I'm sitting here. I've got the integrity. I've got the contacts. I've got the family background. My dad was a trucker. My stepdad's a trucker. My boyfriend's a trucker. Everything. It's literally, yeah. It's a great opportunity to launch Eastman TV. It's a great opportunity to make a difference. And actually, I'm not out to bash media, but I've taken pride in building a reputation as being unbiased. I have covered stories that my bias could have been all over. And I learned how to walk the line of showing both sides of the stories, even though my personal interest never showed in any of the articles I wrote. And, a good testament of that was someone who I had a really bitter relationship with was running for an elected position. And I was forced to, I didn't even want to do the interview. I was forced to interview him and put my personal feelings aside and interview him, even though I would have loved to have not seen him get elected. I interviewed him, did the story, it ended up on the front page, and he did get elected, and he's still in that position. And nobody, until this moment, knows that there was a personal issue there that I felt like I had a gun to my head when I did that interview, but I did my job. So leading that to now, and if you're listening to this and I'm muffled, please let me know, because I had that problem before, and I want you to be able to hear me. So the plan is this. Apparently, the Manitoba leg of the Freedom Convoy is leaving on Monday at 9 o'clock from Morris, and I'm going to be part of it. And I was like, how? I have no money. And it was funny. I have no money and I have no equipment when this idea came in, but now my vehicle is equipped with a CB. Money's coming in. People have literally seen me all over this and are actually in support of this and sending finances. So thank you. It's a shout out to the people thank you for believing in me. Thank you. This is like literally, I'm available. I have no children. I have children, but they're adults. So if anybody's available to tackle this from boots on the ground level, it is me. And now that I have a journalist in Saskatchewan and I'm working with a contact in Alberta, I'm really hoping that by the end of the day, I will have somebody committed to cover, provide video from when the convoy hits Alberta from the BC, because I believe BC is leaving on the 22nd. And we want to give these guys as much coverage as possible. I want to meet these drivers. I want to talk to these drivers. I want to find out why they're doing this. I want to find out because like this is going to be thousands of trucks. This is not just one or two vehicles saying, hey, let's go for a drive. We're driving from BC to Ottawa. This is thousands. And now now the New Brunswick and the East Coast has heard. So now they're coming in from the east. So we're going to have trucks coming in from BC and Nova Scotia, the east and west coasts, converging on Ottawa for the 29th. That's going to be incredible. And I want to be part of it. I feel like I'm destined to be part of it. And so, yeah, I'm hitting the road. We're going to be going under the cover of Eastman TV. I want to talk to drivers. I want to talk to people that are affected of this. I want to give you guys a chance to be heard. Because you know what? We've heard the misinformation. This affects us. This is a stance that no one is going to be able to miss. And I really believe that I'm meant to be part of it. And I'm excited to be part of it. And I'm looking forward to keeping you guys posted. I'm looking forward to your support. If you want to help out, I'm so, once again, thank you to the people who have been already sending me e-transfers. I didn't even ask. It was like literally people saw my name all over this and have been supporting me. So I'm so grateful. Thank you. May you be blessed in return. But yeah, if you want to support, e-transfers are more than welcome. You can send them to info.eastmantv@gmail.com. I will put it in the video link, and I will be keeping you posted. So this week is gonna be really busy. I gotta equip my car. I got a CB to install. And if you're wondering what I need money for, okay, so yeah, I haven't worked since September, and I have put my faith in provision, and every time I have done that, I have been provided for. So by some miracle of faith, I was provided for to have my bills paid for now till February, but I don't have extra. So doing my trip in Alberta to Alberta and back, I kept hearing it was going to be a test flight. And this is a 23-hour drive to Ottawa. So we're looking at least 2 nights there on the way there, 2 nights back driving. So that's gas and everything. So we're probably looking at needing at least $2,000. I have found, actually, it's kind of funny, since this morning, I have been contacted by a friend who wants to go along as well. So I have now someone who go with me, and she's a driver. So I am now no longer going alone, because it hit me last night that while I'll be escorted by about 10,000 or more trucks on the way there, I have a 23-hour drive back from Ottawa alone, and I wasn't looking forward to that, but I wasn't going to allow it to scare me. So I kind of put it out to God, and I said, if send me the right person. And we actually just that's why I was a little late starting this video. We just got off the phone. So I got that person. So I'm no longer going alone. And so I am literally walking on faith, what I believe I am supposed to be doing. And I hope that you who are watching this will see that I am genuine, that I stand on a foundation of integrity, of past good journalism. My heart is in the right place. I'm not looking to exploit anybody, but there's a lot of voices, many like mine, who are being silenced, and it's time to rise up. So I believe I have a very significant role to play in this, and I'm just walking it forward. So on that note, if you've watched this video through, I look forward to your prayers, your ongoing support. Please share, let people know what I'm up to, and if you can toss us a few dollars to help on this venture to make sure that we don't have to worry about anything. I've got CAA, my car's reliable. I do want to get an oil change before I leave. I've got my camera equipment. I'm ready to roll. I'm not asking for much. Just, it would really, really help us out. So on that note, you all have a great day, and I'll keep you posted, and we'll see you on Freedom Convoy 2022. Have a great day, folks.